1051.
It's Power 1051. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Yes, and we have a local rapper in here.
A local rapper
who goes by the name of Wale.
Local.
I'm not too sure of who he is, but he's no Drake.
Stop it. Why are you...
I'm trying to intern here. You know what I'm saying? I talked to my man downstairs, and he said, I'd be good for an internship over here.
So is this your first project?
That'd be a good way to get my music out there.
Yeah, do you have a single out, or what is going on?
I have my new single out. I hope it does well on the charts. I hope the people dig it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
We were out the other night,
well.
last week, my friend was saying that's her favorite song right now. And we were talking about what a great song it is. And she's saying it's amazing because I ran into Wale in D.C. and I had to explain to her. She was with her little brother, and she said he wanted to take a picture with you really bad. And she was like, my brother's the biggest Wale fan. He's 14 years old.
You know what it is.
What day did you catch Wale? Uh-oh.
Right.
Uh-oh.
She said, so we went over to him. And he took the picture, but he didn't even look at him, and then he just turned. I was like, well, he was at a restaurant eating. He probably gets approached all the time. He did take the picture.
Well, that's
that's
good.
something. You know what I mean? But
I think people got the most unrealistic expectations for like anybody on TV. You know what I'm saying? I could be running to catch my plane. My pants might be falling down. I'm dragging the bag, and they Wale. I don't hear him,
right.
And I'm still running such a jerk. You know what I'm saying?
And then right after that,
you can't win.
After that happened, we saw the video footage of the guy screaming at you while you're getting in the car.
What the hell happened with that?
All-star, perfect example, right? A lot of niggas just think they could say anything to me for some reason, whatever.
They say?
So I'm in a joint. We try to find something to wear real quick before we go to the game, which is really a bad idea because it was the biggest mall, whatever. I was just trying to run a Hugo real quick.
You're not regular no more, Wale. You can't shop
at
Hugo.
Run into the mall.
Go get your stuff custom
All-Star
Ross.
Weekend.
Ross got enough leather to go around.
Well, I went in that joint, so I felt it. I was like, if we go real fast, I'll buy something, we can be good. So we was good at first, and then I tried to sneak into Ralph Lauren. And that was when I was caught. And then it was like a wave, it was a massive wave. It was so crazy in that mall that it was acting like Spiff TV was the man, because that's how thirsty for, you know what I'm saying? Anybody with a Maybach chain. So when they saw me, it was like a rush. I was like, yo, let's just get out of here, you know what I'm saying? So I put my hood on, and I start putting my head down, and I'm walking. As I'm walking, it's tripling, quadrupling, centupling, and it's just a million people behind me. So I get to the car's maybe 20 feet away, and this dude man, you ain't trying to take no picture with me? I said, all right, cool. And they just kept screaming. I was like, you know what? Come on, let's take it. And I took a picture with him, and I grabbed him like this. And I said, all right. And then Evan was yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, y'all ain't gonna, this ain't that. So we can either fight and y'all jump me, or whatever, but it's not gonna happen. And then, all my
Where the
friends.
Security at?
No, we had them, but it was 1,000 people. You know what I'm saying?
Excuse me, Wale, can you spit your gum out? We had some issues with people chewing gum before.
He gives it back to you.
Yeah.
Now, let me explain.
I'm gonna eBay this.
If you've never been to All-Star, let me explain the mall he was talking about, because the mall got shut down. It was so many people in that mall that got shut down. I don't know why Wale would try to go to the mall to buy a T-shirt. It must have been about 5,000 people in this mall. It was so bad they had to close the mall on a Saturday at 5 o'clock.
Right.
That's
people were saying they were charging money to get in the mall, but that wasn't true.
I want to know why Wale didn't have outfits with him. You knew he was going to All-Star.
Man, I already did 7 events, and I only planned to go to 3.
Right.
By the time the game was.
That's when you got to start repeating. You got to take it back to the hood.
It's funny
my ego won't let me repeat.
It's funny that guys have to think about stuff like that, because women always think about,
it's the vanity that come with being in the game. And we become some vain motherfuckers, on accident. You don't even mean to be, but you look up and be like, yo, I'm really spending $100 on a white tee right now.
Hell no. I go to Target and get me a Moschino.
Watch
what
happens, dog. You're going to start getting that real extra next level. It might not be white tees, but it's going to be something that you're going to have to look back and be like, yo.
No, I'm doing that with sneakers now.
Yeah, you are. And Charlamagne has some Balenciaga sneakers.
Yeah. You don't even know how to pronounce it. You be ordering them.
Look, it's going to happen even worse. It's going to happen even worse.
I'm just doing
that sneaker thing is new right now. It's a new way. It's going to be another thing after that.
Now, Wale, let's talk about how I was reading this article about how you made $5 million last year. And I was thinking about how the first time you went on tour, how you were paying for everything yourself, and you actually ended up not making any money, spending your own money to go on tour, and now you're grossing, bringing home.
Yeah, and you walked in here with 30 people. That's not a good thing, man. You feeding the whole entourage.
One is a magazine Ross artist. One is Ross's, mine and Ross's producer. One's a DJ. I don't have no message to all rappers. Stop carrying around dead weight. Yes, man, dog. This shit is not it's not lucrative at all.
Sounds like you have stories.
It's not lucrative. No, I just see a lot of like a lot of dead weight. Like, you gotta make sure everybody working, man. What was the question though?
Oh no, I was talking about how far you've come from when you first started and you were on Interscope and
That's
shit
pretty
didn't
good
go
for a
right,
local
and you
rapper,
were
man.
Ain't bad.
spending your own money, and now last year you really brought home $5 million.
I mean, like in any hustle, like you gotta put in something to get something. Like a lot of people think you sign a record deal and kick your feet up. Like I think when you sign a record deal, you gotta become even more independent. Because it's like you getting a push. If you don't get to a certain level with the push, you look crazy. Like, I'd rather do no numbers independent than doing no numbers with a major. And I fear that failure more than like I want to get money. I'm scared to fail.
Right.
I'd rather be, you know what I'm saying? Like the money ain't the issue at all. It was my like fear of failure that drove me to pay for shit.
I will have
own.
no money as long as I am successful and come out here and people enjoy my show and appreciate it.
So when you was in New York, I don't know when this was. It was it was after our anniversary party. You was walking down the street and everybody said you was like mad paranoid. You kept looking behind you.
That was our anniversary party.
They was asking. They was no, and this is probably gonna seem like a punchline, but they just kept asking for drops. Like,
Word is bond.
I was just like,
I know it.
I was like, yo, like nothing I say or do is gonna get you any more than 300 hits on whatever you're trying to promote right now. And I was just like, yo, okay, y'all, all right, man. So what's up with New York? All right, man, I got a lot of haters in New York. Like, but they edit it, and it's just like, man, I'd rather a swing on me than do that. Like,
well, you see what happened to Charlamagne.
That's why that's why I keep
I'm
my
glad
people
you got
with
the
me.
call. We see what happened to Charlamagne.
I keep my people with me because I don't want to look behind myself. Let them they look behind me.
I seriously doubt any of them camera dudes is gonna flex like that. I seriously doubt any of
That's
that.
what
And you
thought.
never know.
You a better man than me. You a better man than me.
Punched him in the back of his head.
You a better man than me.
You got to skate out the situation.
Nah.
Sometimes you got to let people get today so you can have tomorrow.
Nah.
You got
They
to,
ain't
yo.
no cameraman. Nah, they ain't gonna flex on me. Nah.
But that wasn't a cameraman. That was a setup when they did that.
He
to
had a
me.
hit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that wasn't no regular
yeah,
random.
that
You
was-
waiting
That
outside our building at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Before a drop 2 days in a row.
Ain't no one cameraman gonna walk up, somebody swing on you from the back, then you turn around and there's 3 or 4 guys coming at you. That was
Nigga woke up early.
a well orchestrated hit. Yes. That's why I got out that situation.
Now, Wale, I see you have a lot of other ventures that you're doing.
Yeah.
Now you have your own line of hats.
Yep.
What local rapper gets their own line of hats?
I'm lucky.
Why you keep calling him a local rapper?
Because I am local.
Oh, you don't
Locale.
know. Let's explain the situation.
Yes.
Wale was sitting courtside at a Wizards game, and
Yes.
the commentator at the Wizards game said, that is
I give
local
y'all niggas
rapper.
a lot of ammo, man, with
That
my
is-
shenanigans.
That is local rapper
I'm talking
Wale.
Well.
I don't know who he is, but he's no Drake. And then Wale here went to go swing on the commentator.
Well,
He didn't go swing on him. He
So
went
what
to
happened
confront
was-
I didn't hear
him.
it.
Okay, but let's say this. He did offer an explanation. Did you believe his explanation? And
I didn't even see, like, because I'm a dark-skinned dude with dreads and tattoos, and I'm coming up some stairs with a little bit of velocity, so I could see
Velocity.
why a lot of people probably think that I was going to do something. But you got to understand, I'm friends with the owners of the Wizards. I'm a staple back home. I'm not going to do nothing that's going to make myself look. I was just like, yo, chill out, like, my man, you in my hometown, like, you trying to do too much right now. So,
But maybe you should just introduce yourself because you're the white guy. You probably really didn't know.
I did that. I was like, yo, my name's Wale. Like, no, I'm not gonna shake your hand. I don't want to shake your hand. I'm just letting you know, like, chill out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm letting you know who I am, so you don't have to sound ignorant.
well, they did apologize. Did you accept their apology?
Yes, absolutely.
And did you believe their explanation that they joke around a lot about how they have very little knowledge of hip hop?
They really did. I don't think they
That was a
knew.
good second question. I'm the next one. Next one.
Okay.
Shout out to Toronto though, man.
And
I got love for Toronto.
oh, that was in Toronto. I thought it was in D.C.
No. I would have. He would have got away with saying whatever in his own place. I took it personal because he was just, first of all, I'm talking to one of my friends that play for Toronto, and then second of all, you're doing the most like in my own hometown. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even talking to you, so I just had to.
Well, Will.i.am did get mistaken for you
Yeah.
on CNN, so that's so I guess that accounts for something. But Will.i.am's a big deal. If you don't know who Will.i.am
We
is,
all look alike, Charlamagne.
Now let's talk about music a little bit. Now you got this new album.
The Gifted.
Yep.
Now what you do different on this album?
I made it for me, to be honest.
Last time you made it for the people.
Yeah.
This one now how is it doing it for you?
I'm using like a lot of things that from the '90s that inspired me. Like I've been working with Stokely Williams for Mint Condition. I've been working with bands to arrange hip hop records. I'm using a lot of music. Like I use records like Late Registration as like inspiration. Like Reasonable Doubt, but had Reasonable Doubt been made in 2013, like with what we know with technology and instruments and using instruments in hip hop and stuff like that.
Explain the album title, The Gifted.
It's just about like honing your craft. Like I come from a place where I know a lot of people that rap before I did and never got to get to where I made it. A lot of people that play football, basketball that never got to where I got. So it's kind of like a message to like our generation. Like I've seen less talented people get super far in things. You know, it's time for people that own these gifts to take that next step. And also the backside of it is like this is my most personal album. Like I'm talking about a lot of things that I probably ain't gonna answer in no interviews.
Like what?
Envy, nice try.
I'm just, you know, it's just one of them situations where I want the people to digest it. Like I won't even talk about it. I'm gonna let all the music talk. I'm gonna be saying things that I probably never said because I just been too closed off. I ain't been comfortable to say it. Like I had to get high as hell to do some of the songs on the album because I can't. You know, my DNA won't even allow me to say certain things or open up in certain ways. So I'm getting a little bit deep on this.
Sometimes you be so drunk you scare me, Wale. I ain't gonna lie.
No, it ain't that Wale's drunk. It's just Wale always seems to have a chip on his shoulder.
Nah, he be drunk.
He made $5 million last year.
It's so drunk.
I got fake drunk and heavy drunk. I probably been real drunk around Envy.
Yeah, it's like drunk, like can't barely. I'll be like, yo,
nah.
Somebody
Never,
just keep an eye on Wale just in
never
case.
stumble drunk.
Just keep
never.
an eye on Wale just in case.
A drunken state is less approachable to people that don't know you.
Well, we had a good time with Wale when we were in Miami. Remember Charlamagne?
We had a ball. Absolutely.
I might have been too drunk. I don't remember that.
Now, have you ever had an incident where you met a female and you were out of it and she came back to your room and stole anything from you?
Nah, I ain't
That's never happened. You never got?
Nah.
There's no wood in here, man. This ain't no wood in here, but you knock on something. There you go. That's close enough.
You still knock off random groupies?
Still? What you mean still?
I mean, because you know when you first get in the game.
I'm a decent man. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a decent man. You can't put me in no category.
You never had nobody like sneak take a picture of you, or how do you prevent things like that from
You
happening?
are scaring me with these things right now. Jeez.
Okay, just go ahead and tell him. Just go ahead and tell him what we got.
Well, let me show you this picture. No, I'm kidding.
She
I'm
was.
totally
Nah. I'm on a tight ship. I'm on a tight ship over here. Nah. I would love to see a lot of reactions to that, though.